Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Let's Play FTL with FrozenFoxy. This time we have a request from the Mega 108 for Going Mary. He spelled it M-A-R-Y, but when I looked it up, it's apparently from a show called One Piece, and it's supposed to be Going Merry as in being happy and getting drunk and all that kind of stuff. I tried watching a little bit of this show, and I don't know, man. I'm just not into it. It's not my thing. So, yeah, I know very, very little about this show. What I do know is I picked out the most ridiculous characters that I saw in the pictures for this, just because, you know, ridiculous. So for our pilot here, we've got a guy named Brooke, who is apparently an undead skeleton thing with foofy hair. Yeah. We've got Usopp here, who is some random guy with a ridiculously long nose and a gigantic slingshot. I don't know what that's about, but he's going to be on our weapons, and I liked Usopp just because I like Oriwa Usopp on YouTube, so I was like, okay, I can do with that guy. Then we got Frankie here, who was this guy with this tiny head and tiny legs and massive arms and a huge torso. Somehow his arms are bigger than his torso and his head and legs are like shrimpy. I don't even understand what's going on there. But I thought he would make a good rock man, and we'll just have him on our engines. And then finally we got this guy Chopper. I think his name was like Tony Chopper. I don't know. Anyway, he looks like a little deer or dog thing. I have no idea. He's gonna be our weapons guy, because well, no, he's not gonna be our weapons guy. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I don't know what he's gonna be because I can't think straight with all these weird things. He's gonna be our shields guy anyway. Yeah. This is a strange crew, and I know nothing about them whatsoever. Yeah, alright, so let's talk about this new ship, the Osprey here, which is now Going Merry. It actually has two different weapons bays. We've got one up here, and we've got one back here. Now, the one that's up front is this one here, and that is just a normal weapon system as usual, and has the 4 weapon slots that we're used to seeing with the normal ships. Of course, it's only got this one burst laser Mark II here, so not the best thing in the world, but when you add to it the fact that you have this, you actually have a secondary weapon, which is the artillery beam. And it powers a slow, high-powered beam that pierces all shields and does 1 damage per room hit. And it is a basically something that you can power up and reduce the cooldown on it. And you're not capable of aiming it at anything specific, so it will just go ahead and hit things. Now that artillery beam here actually links to this final thing here, which is the Master of Patience, which is to use only the artillery beam to destroy an enemy ship while taking no hull damage. So basically you have to have your shields up enough that you do not get hurt at all, and you just remain sitting there until the other ship dies. It's not that hard to do as long as you get 2 shields within the first area, and then you just find a random ship that doesn't have missiles, and usually you can do it pretty easily. But I figured I would hide that because I didn't want to talk about the artillery beam until this time around. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started here, and we'll see what we can see out in space. We have obviously already won this, but there are plenty of ships to still be unlocked in this game, and we're definitely going to try for every single one of those. We'll get Usopp all the way up here in the weapons. This is a very long ship, so it's kind of hard to go back and forth to put out fires. The good thing is you have 3 different locations to vent fires. So in a way you can manage to deal with fires pretty easily, but at the same time they're a little bit hard to get to if they're kind of in the middle It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. And also, if you want to get someone all the way back here to help you fight something, it's going to take a while. So this ship is kind of strangely built. It's not the best ship in the world, but at least it looks like a lightsaber. That's what it looks like. Yes. Okay, moving on. So we got a store up here, and that will link to this. However, we don't have any money to do anything with that store. And if I go around, by the time I get over there, I'm pretty sure that store is not going to be available anymore, so we're probably going to end up skipping that store altogether. Let's see what we got for our first guy here. Alright, another unmanned ship patrols this area. We prepare for combat. Another? This is like the first ship we've seen. What are you talking about? Anyway, this guy looks like he has a laser and possibly a missile, so he's going to be able to get through. No, that's just a couple of lasers. Too bad we don't have extra shields right now, because we could probably do this without taking any damage from this guy. We're going to power up at exactly the same time because we've got the same laser here. So this guy's definitely going to do some damage to us. Let's take out his weapons. Somehow we got a fire immediately. That's fantastic. The good thing is that one of the shots actually took out their shot. You know what? I'm going to leave him there because there is a clear path straight to the outside without anything going through here, so this could work out just fine as long as the fire doesn't end up spreading into here, which, now that I've said that, it's going to happen, I imagine. Oh, we started a fire too. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to wait at this point. I'm surprised that a fire is even happening over there, considering that it is a ship that probably wouldn't have any oxygen aboard, because there's no oxygen here. I don't know how a fire would even stay lit, but I'm going to let the artillery beam take care of the rest. If I need to, I've got the burst laser sitting on it, but I just want to show off the artillery beam right away. Might as well just sit here and let it power itself, because it'll be fun. We're almost there. Almost there. And yeah. Oh yeah. Artillery beam for the win. So we got a couple of missiles, some drone parts, and some scrap. At this point, if we were to find one of those shops that allows us to sell missiles and scrap and all that kind of stuff, it would be a very good thing because, well, not scrap, I don't know what I'm talking about, missiles and drone parts. It would be a very good thing just because we don't really use those, and we could just sell them off and get extra stuff. Anyway, we'll be back in just a second here. Okay, we got our oxygen back. Let's get to jumping somewhere else. Looks like there isn't another store somewhere else over here. I wonder if I should, you know, if I go this way and then I come up through here, I'm just kind of worried that we're going to end up seeing the rebels come through. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go for it. Maybe I'll end up getting something out of it. Hey, we can sell some drone parts for scrap. Sure, go for it. Too bad I don't have more drone parts than that. I don't know if this is really enough to get anything from the shop. Well, okay, it's still... Yeah, but then they're going to be over this. I don't think I can really work on doing that. Also, my screen just had an issue. We'll be right back in a second. You know, the best thing in the world is when your screen suddenly blacks out when you're trying to do some gaming here. Alright, yeah, if I go here, I'm probably going to end up in trouble when I try to jump away. And we just don't have enough for this to be worthwhile, so I'm just going to get out of here, and we're going to move forward. Sadly, not going to be able to get that shop like I want it to. But hopefully we'll get some stuff along the way as we're moving forward here. We recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails us and offers us laborers for cheap. Let's attack that slaver scum. Alright, so he's got one laser that can get through our shields, or take down our shields, and then we would take some damage from this. So there's probably no way we're going to be able to get the achievement from this, sadly, unless somehow we manage to make it through this first round. No. Maybe we will. Okay, I'm gonna wait on this and see if we get lucky here. We just might. The timing is definitely off between those two things, so there is going to be a time when he will get through. But if I can wait long enough, this may very well work for the achievement. It's gonna be risky. Ooh, that was close. Uh-oh, he's powering up his FTL, but we have already taken this down, so that looks fine. Their shields are down, their weapon is going down. So with their weapon down, he won't be able to do any damage to us. We might very well be able to do this, and I don't know how long this artillery beam is going to streak, but if it keeps going across, it's going to do a lot of damage there. Oh yeah, that's nice. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you don't, if you destroy us, they'll die anyway. All right. I don't know if you can get the achievement if you accept a surrender like this. So, do I want another crew member? I do want another crew member. So let's accept this. I don't think we got the achievement, but we got another crew member here who is Walker, Texas Ranger, apparently. And I think we are going to use Walker for this back here, and we're going to throw you on over this way, ever so slowly. So he's kind of in the middle of the ship. I'd prefer to have Frankie here as kind of a defensive guy. Sadly, we probably would have gotten the achievement off of this guy if I had waited, but I wanted to make sure that we got other things. This is going to take way too much right now, so we'll have to wait on that. Let's see what we got going on up this way. Our arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated rebel scout has deployed a virus to disrupt our shield system. That's not good. Hopefully it won't cause further problems before we can destroy it. Well, our shields are completely down right now, so he's definitely going to be able to cause damage if we don't take this down really quick. He's going to cause a little damage anyway. Not too much, but he did take down our artillery beam, and I do not like that. Oh man, he's still got this going. I don't like that at all. Luckily, his is slower than mine, so it's all fine. I just want to kill this guy. I'm going to turn auto fire on. There's no reason not to. Alright. Well, he's dead. He took a little bit of a chunk out of us, but not enough for me to care that much. Okay, let's continue moving on and see what else we can find out in the galaxy. Hello. We can take your oxygen out. Once we arrive, our screen lights up with warnings again. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they have tried to shut down our engines. Our crew manages to keep them barely operational, and we move into attack. So he's got two lasers here, which will shoot at the same time, which means he will be able to probably do some damage to us. And we won't be able to get the achievement off of this guy. If we had extra shields right now, we would, but it's not happening. That's gonna do some damage. Oh yeah. Took my shields there. Well, let's make sure that he doesn't do that again. And we'll refocus to take down his shields. There we go. If he wasn't able to repair these weapons as well, I would probably just let this go for a while, but he is able to repair those, and our next volley is going to kill him anyway. I think we're going to get our laser before we get artillery, so there we go. Bye-bye, Slug Interceptor. What do you got for me? Oh, a lot of fuel. Guess we won't be running out of fuel this time around. Did get some scrap out of it. That's good. We have enough to go that far. So we could turn this off and turn this baby on, and now we've got 2 shields, and possibly enough to get the achievement. We will see what we will see. This beacon has been built for a nearby civilian space station. No one hails our ship. Come on. I'm just looking for an achievement here. Alright. I think we should be able to get in a few more jumps before we get out of here. Hopefully enough to at least find something. It's a mercenary. He's got the dual lasers again. Let's fight him. I think this time we are going to be able to get that achievement. It's just going to take a while. So, you know what? I think I'm going to probably cut this until the laser's about to fire, and then I'll bring it back when the laser's going to fire. And then we can watch it fire and be like, yeah, that's cool. Or something like that. You know, the other thing, I'm going to turn that off, actually. Because I can just leave everyone here and get tons and tons of skill, which would be awesome. Let's power this baby up real quick. But, yeah, we'll be back. And when we are back, people should be more skilled, and on top of being more skilled, they should hopefully be firing this weapon at them. Also, something I did forget to mention before we go is that this cannot be controlled by anyone being in this room. So just having someone in here is not going to make this power up any faster than it already does. Might as well turn this baby off too, because I am not going to be able to shoot that if I want the achievement. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay, so everyone is trained as much as possible, and now we are just waiting on getting a few streaks across this guy's hull here. Something amusing that happened while I was waiting for this to be completed, going through all of their skills here, was I actually got an email from Funimation saying that they're now simulcasting what the hell is it? One Piece. Yes, that's the name of this show on their site. So I thought that was really amusing. That was just very random and suddenly out of nowhere. I was definitely not expecting that. But for now, we are almost ready to take these guys out. I think it's going to take one more sweep, and then we will hopefully get ourselves an achievement here. I don't think we took any damage from this. They would like to surrender to us with 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 11 scrap, but we're not going to accept that because what we want currently requires that we continue shooting. It also looks like to me the more that we use this artillery beam, it seems to try and find a location that it can sweep across the most rooms. So it seems to do fine on its own. I could be wrong on that, and it's quite possible that it is just getting lucky at this point and sweeping across proper rooms, but it would be nice if it does sweep across the proper rooms all the time. I would really like that. Anyway, just a few more seconds, and we should be killing this guy. I keep looking at Frankie and for some reason thinking his name is Frank Lee. Frank Lee. Frankly, my dear, I just don't give a damn. Your ship is destroyed. Alright, we got the Master of Patience. We got 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 15 scrap out of it. Totally worth it. Totally worth it indeed.